Here's a great idea for your next outing. A cruise of the L.A. Harbor on a Spirit Cruises yacht. Spirit Cruises offers everything you need to relax and enjoy your time on the water. For more information, call 310-548-8080 or visit spiritmarine.com.
Pop, 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 go to pistol. Bang, 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 go to gun. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright.
You are now under martial law.
A recently released U.S. Department of Education survey of all of America's 95,000 public schools revealed that 850,000 high school students attend a school without any school counselors. Meanwhile, 1.6 million students attend a school that employs one or more police officers but zero counselors. 24% of elementary schools and 42% of high schools have a cop or two on staff. This is not the school-to-prison pipeline, but the reverse, the prison-to-school pipeline. How's it working out? 19% of U.S. high school graduates are illiterate. Welcome to another episode of Love and War, the podcast in which the irresistible force overcomes the immovable object. I'm your host, Lee Ballinger. I'm an author, poet, and producer based in Los Angeles. If you want to know more, check out my bio on Facebook, LeeBallinger. You can hit me up at rockrap@AOL.com, ROCKRAP, or on Facebook. To anyone too young to collect Social Security yet, it may seem as if the music industry has always just been here. Well, it does have a history. As rock and soul music emerged in the 1950s, new record labels made the new sounds available at affordable prices. Payola, the payment of bribes by record companies to get music played on the radio, was often positive, since it helped to break down many of the musical and racial barriers in the broadcast industry. By the late 1960s, a concert industry had emerged which brought a variety of artists into every city in America at an affordable price. The stock market allowed music companies to raise the capital they needed to fund a structure that brought music to almost everyone. It allowed corporations to raise the money to build the factories and offices that kept music fans employed. Those jobs provided the money needed to buy records and concert tickets. When companies hired more employees, their stock price went up. So far, so good, despite the fact that the fundamental business model was to rip off artists in every way possible. Now, let's take a 2016 look at the situation to gauge the accuracy of what one music writer's assessment was, that the music industry has become a useless beast. Today, no matter what the price of music is, a huge and growing number of people cannot afford it. Billions of people around the world are already too poor to buy anything artists produce. According to an Associated Press study, nearly 80% of Americans now live in poverty or near poverty. There are now over 2 million families in the United States in which the total family income is less than $3,000 a year. Concert tickets now often cost $100 or more each. With millions of Americans who used to enjoy a night out now living in poverty, many clubs have gone out of business. Those that remain often force artists to pay to play, while fans are discouraged from attending by high cover charges and drink prices. Radio airplay is dominated by huge radio station chains. Today, payola serves as a barrier which prevents most artists from getting on the air. Today we are witnessing the rapid elimination of human labor from the economy, and so the dynamics of the stock market have changed. The price of a stock now goes up only when jobs are eliminated, which shrinks the market for music at all levels. The fundamental business model in 2016 is rip off artists in every way possible, gouge the public, and sue music fans for piracy. What are we going to do about this? How are we going to ensure that everyone has the music they need to live? No easy answers to these questions, but we can say that the answers will come from the bottom, the margins, as the music industry we've known has simply outlived its usefulness. One of many responses to the death throes of the useless beast occurs each year on the last Saturday of September, when 100,000 Poets and Musicians for Change stages several hundred events around the world under the banner of peace and sustainability. Poetry and music are prominent in the mix, but so are dance, film, art, mime, photography, and just about anything else you can think of. Now, most big international cultural/political events, however worthy, are based mainly in the U.S. and Western Europe. 100,000 Poets and Musicians for Change is different. 40 events in Mexico, 15 in Morocco, and many more, from China to Portugal, from Nigeria to Norway, from Afghanistan to Argentina to Armenia. Not to mention 3 little towns in Kansas you've never heard of. If you want to join the party, connect at 100tpc.org. That's 100tpc.org. You don't need no ticket. You just get on board. As part of the festivities, each year I host a 100,000 Poets and Musicians for Change radio show out of the LA radio studio with Mike Stark and Thrasher at the controls. Here's a stream of consciousness slice of the 2016 show. Let's dive in.
We are traveling in the footsteps of those who've gone before, but we'll all be reunited on a new and sunlit shore.
That the power of the word can travel many miles, and whether it's theater, whether it's through books, whether it's through spoken word, whether it's through song, whether it's through comedy, whether it's through essays, letters, I believe, the word is a word, and word is bond. College should be free if you ask me. K through 16 with a break in between.
Just within a block or two of our school, since school started, there's been two killings, 2 dead bodies basically laying out there on the way to school. That's not what we deal with in our classroom every day. We come in and we make music, and
everything has music. You know, it's kind of like we were talking about looking out at the water, and why do I get lost just looking at the water? Well, it's because I am water. I am water and I am music. Those are like the 2 things that make me who I am. Everything else is incidental and gravy.
We obviously are in front of a lot of people with music. Music is here to make a difference, impact people when, stuff is going on. And so I feel like it's our job and it's something that we have to do to, shine a light on how bad this problem is and how it's being swept under the rug now for way too long, and it's becoming more of an epidemic than just a problem. And you know the numbers better than I do about how many more homes that are empty than there are homeless people. I think it's like 5 or 6 times as many.
So our next guest is a group straight out of Anaheim called Weapons of Mass Creation. First thing I got to say was that's such a great name. When George Bush was lying, right, when he talked about weapons of mass destruction, but y'all are telling the truth. So
Life is so short, forgetting is so long. Life is so short, forgetting is so long. Working all day till our bones break. Wishing we could teach our seeds to grow straight.
Violence is a symptom of many things. Poverty is a symptom of many other of a real disease. Capitalism is kind of the initial disease. If I were to diagnose some of the issues that are being faced throughout, the state of California and nationwide, and even other parts of the world.
The powers don't have to lie. They just offer apple pie. Now that's a good trade there. Oh, 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 at the bottom of the world. Mm-mm.
It's happening to everyone, blacks, whites, Mexicans, everything.
I'm from where there's corruption on every level, where the peace officers and government officials talking about they here for the people, but they plotting against you. Shit, they probably even plotting to kill you.
Justin Barron, a.k.a. Mike Justice.
What's up, Lee?
How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
He took the bus from Bakersfield this morning to be with us. The bus was 2 hours late, so we couldn't pick him up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, but it's all good because he's here.
I watered all my roots, staying true is what I be, but it started out with darkness till I sparked it out of me. I started looking past it, my life is what I breathe, my girl and my kids, plus these beats are choosing me.
Just want to let you know that in order to create change, it must be a collective effort, many people coming together to do something different and to create a better world for the next generation.
Well, peace, love, and happiness. Peace, love, and happiness.
I have a new book out called Love and War, My First 30 Years of Writing. You can download a copy absolutely free at loveandwarbook.com. That's loveandwarbook.com. Let me know what you think of it.
Do I speak for the world?
Let's finish up with the quote of the week. This one from Herbie Hancock, who said, "If we don't want globalization to be what we don't want, why don't we create the globalization we do want?" That's it for now. If you see me on the street, smile back.
Pop, 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 go to pistol.